and sadness make rappers in minutes. People in this coop.
Couped Up Podcast, we got Heather, model, actress, and creator. I'm your host, Jason, and this is my co-host, Michael.
I hate that shit so much.
What, the
The
intro?
host goes,
I know, why did we start
We gotta
that?
switch that up. Alright, Heather.
Hey, what's up?
Let's talk about some of your notes that you put in your phone.
Okay, listen, I take a lot of notes. I just didn't want to forget anybody or anything that I've kind of worked
Just bring
on
up
lately.
like the first point you got in there.
The first point.
Wait, we have to say, we just did an interview.
Oh yeah.
We just did an interview with
Bucks Baby.
And now we have Heather on. She was here and we decided to get her in too. But go ahead.
Yeah. Well, the first thing on my notes here is I'm here with Bucks because I was on his album cover, Ghetto Romeo 3.
Okay.
How did that come about? How did all that come about?
He just hit me up. You know, he saw I've been working and, you know, trying to get my face out there. And he had this great concept that I love, like mobster type, you know, like he was talking about the movies and stuff like that. You know, I love that stuff. And so I was like, yeah, you know, I'm down. Put me in, you know.
Yeah.
So, and we met up, you know, Kiani, she took the photos. I mean, she did a great job, as you can see.
Yeah.
I mean, great energy just overall, but I had a really good time. As you can see, the photos just came out.
Great.
Reflect that.
Oh, great. When did you start modeling? Acting? Creating?
Yeah, well, okay. Acting is very recent. Something I've always wanted to do. Kind of was scared to do it. Modeling kicked off last summer, so really just like 8 or 9 months. Again, one of those things that I've always just wanted to do. Always said no. You know, I finally was like, let me just say yes. You know, and then it just kind of rolled from there. I've been creating, I don't know, my whole life. I have art history degree, and so.
I'm taking an art history class right now.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what's up.
Talk about some art history.
Art history, what are we learning about right now? We're learning about Greece and like the Parthenon?
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
like
all that.
architecture and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember all that. I like.
Do you use any of that now?
Yeah, I mean, art history, you're learning the history of all
Art.
creative. Yeah, you're kind of
It's
touching
not
on
just-
everything. Yeah.
It's crazy because I'm learning more about history from art history because it like tells you the time period and you like I have to remember the dates and like the name of the thing so I know like what time period like Greece was around.
Sounds awful.
I mean, it's not that bad. It really
It's
is.
interesting, but
Sometimes I really be falling asleep in class though because I'm like I can't say that. But this teacher's this teacher's been on this one piece of art this whole time, and I'm like, you need to move on. So I just like passed out for like 10 minutes in class.
Oh yeah, I did that today. What were you talking about today?
No, that did happen today.
Yeah, me too. I was passing out.
It was like 8. I got up at 7 to get to school at 8, and then I'm in class. And I'm like, I'm too tired for this.
Yeah. Are you a morning person or a night person?
I've been forcing myself lately to be more of like a morning person, you know, just for my job. But I stay up pretty late. So
What's your job?
right now I'm a paralegal for a law office.
Oh
so,
really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing
Yeah, I kind of do it all. Yeah.
paralegal. You know
Yeah.
what it is?
Yeah, they like do the casework for lawyers and stuff like that. Like,
That's dope.
Yeah, criminal defense though.
You like
so yeah, we do a lot of meaningful work. So I enjoy it. Like I'm kind of a nerd. I like to read and write and research, and so I'm always busy. So
Is it easy to balance the time for you?
It is.
Like modeling and
yeah, I mean,
work.
I make time for things that are important. You know, job first, always money. Modeling, you know, just to keep myself busy again. Yeah, I got to keep going with it. So I just make the time, for things that are important. Yeah.
All right, let's talk about your next point on your notes.
Y'all can keep talking about my notes.
No idea. You don't know anything.
No, I know. I'm just kind of just here, like sprung it up on you.
that you can tell she's a paralegal. She's taking notes.
Yeah. See,
This
like
happened quick too. Like there's a lot of notes on there.
I'm telling y'all,
That's
I'm
like
on
an
it.
essay.
What the hell?
No, come on, listen. Let's see.
What's that?
I put on here, I don't know, just like my Instagram stuff.
Well,
like,
okay,
I
let's
don't
say
know.
this. Like, it was literally right after Buck's interview, and we just like threw her on here. So that's how.
Here.
That's why this
Yeah.
interview is going like this. Just for anyone watching, because I don't even know like
Yeah.
what they would think is going on. Oh yeah, next point.
Oh, next point.
I heard some
just-
shit about Tech 9.
Yeah.
Tech Nine?
So I've been in a few Tech Nine videos. Strange Music. Yeah. They hit me up.
Wait, which videos?
I got them all here on my
You
notes.
gotta get details.
Yeah. Let's
Details
see.
are what people like.
Yeah, right. Let's see. The first one, no, I didn't meet him on this one, but he was in it. It was Chevin featuring Tech Nine.
Okay, that's that white dude, right?
Yeah, that white dude. Yeah, exactly. No, that's what he is. He's a white dude.
He made a song with Tech Nine. I don't know how that went about or anything.
Yeah, Powerline.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on that. He hit me up Instagram and was like, "Hey, you want to be in the video?" Just like all of this, really.
Oh, you were on that video?
Yeah.
Oh, shit,
I was
seen
like
that
the angry girlfriend. So I don't know.
7.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Were you
5,
playing
6,
an actress
7.
in that one?
Playing an actress.
Like the angry girlfriend. Like, you know how sometimes when they go do a music video, they make it a movie type.
Like a theatrical.
Yeah,
type
so
thing?
Yeah,
sometimes you can
it was
actually
like
be
a
an
little
actor.
movie. Like I don't want to give it away. I don't know if anybody
Yeah.
spoiler, but like I end up like killing him in the end. So it is like a little
shit.
movie. Yeah, it was fun though. Yeah. I'm always playing like angry.
And you didn't
killers.
meet Tech Nine in that one?
No, they kind of just filmed him.
Opposite.
Yeah,
Separate.
opposite, and then mine was just all like we filmed it all around Westport. It was cool. I don't know.
I wonder what group is this? Is like doing this stuff? Do you know?
Or like with Strange Music, you mean?
No, I mean like with like the camera people. Like, could that be like, I don't know. What's that like KC group that they have that does a bunch of like
Video
art
stuff?
stuff, like art and video?
There's just different people who are doing
I thought
it.
they have groups in Kansas City.
Well, that one was Miles, and I forgot it was a friend of his. I feel really bad. I forgot his name, but
is
he did all the
interesting.
editing on it,
I
and
don't know
it was
a lot of artists around.
yeah.
Or I mean, like people who do production around here.
Oh, yeah.
Video.
yeah.
There's a few. There's a couple.
And then the other videos, those were like officially like through Strange Music, like their label and everything. And I did Tech Nine, Jelly Roll, Chris Calico. Sorry.
I know him.
My dad
Yeah,
used to
yeah.
play
Like
basketball with
we
him.
just did Creature, which was like a bunch of like the Purge mask kind of thing, like apocalyptic, scene. That was cool.
Yeah.
And they built like a whole city like on the soundstage. It was
They
like
built us. So
yeah, it was like
that was
a whole thing.
about to be what my question was. Like, how is it different filming with like Strange Music than with maybe
Yeah.
local?
I mean, really just like they have the resources, like to have
yeah.
like
Yeah.
3 or 4 cameras and like I don't know like the little camera on the train track and like all that stuff like that, like they got all the equipment, so you come in there, like they've got a makeup artist ready, like you just show up and it's real professional and just everybody's really cool. Trevin was the guy that hit us up, director and things like that. Cameron Cox, Ryan Hood, that's like the whole Strange Music. I'm missing like
Isn't there?
a bunch of
Isn't the CEO like Travis? You don't know.
I don't know.
So you met
Yeah,
Tech Nine. How
right.
was meeting Tech Nine?
That
Talk
was
about
he was
experience.
such a nice guy. I mean, he waited. Of course, he filmed his scene and whatever, and he waited around like 15 minutes and took a picture with everybody that wanted one and like talked to everybody. Shook their hands, like regular dude. I mean, super humble. Really
I think
nice
that's
guy.
a funny thing about Tech Nine is like we all know somebody that's like met him, but
Yeah.
I haven't met him.
Yeah,
before.
no, and I'm
It's like I know
kind of pissing me
everybody.
off because I'm like
Yeah.
always out there, but everyone around me
Right.
is meeting this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
like
Tech Nine
hella
for
white
Couped Up
people,
2020.
Like that shouldn't even know who that
Yeah,
is.
and I'll see it on Instagram. And
man,
I'm
he
like,
might like show up and just be like, okay, guys, let's
like he'll just show up to
let's
an
do an interview.
I'm a Yogurtini.
I choose that one not to go to. Yogurtini and Lee Summit. What?
I feel like it's like an official KC thing now. Like I met Tech Nine. Like
Yeah, that I don't live in Kansas City yet. I guess.
Next you're gonna have to meet Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah,
there you go.
Mahomes.
That'll be
Patrick
next.
Mahomes Couped Up
I'm from
2020.
Kansas City. I've met Patrick Mahomes.
Trust me, we're gonna get Travis Kelsey on here. Patrick Mahomes.
That'd be tight.
there you go.
Tech Nine.
Speak it into existence.
It's gone this year too. Like we work. He used to work. I work valet.
I still work there.
Well, you kind of.
I had a shift last week.
Yeah, whatever.
I worked 2 days.
Yeah,
a week.
but like they pull up to this certain steakhouse that we work out like occasionally. So maybe we could work some out. But
Yeah.
Tech Nine is like always undercover somewhere. I don't know how to find him.
Yeah, I heard
It's hard to find him. He'll just
that
be
he
at a
doesn't
grocery store
drive. Like I don't know
sometimes.
how true that is, but like he doesn't drive or anything. He just kind of
people driving
yeah,
around or
yeah.
what?
We'll
I
do
guess
Uber.
Uber.
That'd be tight. Catch me in your Uber.
But he was really nice. I mean, everybody up there is super cool, very humble.
The cool thing about like we were just talking about music videos is just like you don't have to have like the greatest quality stuff to like pop off.
No, like you really don't. Like
nowadays, no.
Yeah, no. It's
Because
just
you were mentioning how it's different from like if you're filming with Tech 9, like they have all this like crazy stuff, like expensive stuff, but you can still pop off and you don't even need
of
that.
course, yeah. It's just that's like
isn't-
the difference.
What's
yeah.
that dude, the Lyrical Lemonade dude?
Cole Bennett.
Yeah, like he popped off.
Oh, yeah, he has some, like his equipment's one camera, maybe two.
Yeah.
Like 1 or 2 cameras, and then he has all the background shit. But there's this dude from out here who's in Atlanta now, Marco Stees.
Yeah.
He is doing
That's my man.
Yeah.
crazy
He just did a
Yeah.
music video for
Yeah.
Future, bro.
Yeah, Lil
That's
Baby.
crazy.
Like,
Lil Baby.
we would go to
Future.
downtown days and see him
Yeah,
there.
he said he's gonna come up here when he comes out here.
That was
But
weird.
That's what's
like
up.
That's my
he's
man.
doing some
He shot
shit.
the first Get On Yo cover.
Oh really? Oh, that's
Nice.
And
Yeah.
That's when they was doing the Regimen challenge.
Oh, the Black Beatles.
Yeah, we did one of those too. That's my boy. I fuck
Yeah.
with Marco.
Yeah.
Like he's literally.
Yeah, he's
to me,
doing
he's
shit.
black. Period.
Yeah.
Period. I'm seeing him right away.
He was in the same school district. As
We were
us.
trying to get him on here for the podcast.
I can talk to him too. Unless y'all already.
We talked to him, but
Oh.
like he just has to get out here. Like, you know, he's busy.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Take
hey,
my interview time.
Segue podcast.
Segue podcast intermission. All right. What was your favorite thing you've done creative wise?
Oh, that's kind of hard. I would say really just this Saturday. I filmed like for a sketch with Will, Hera, and JJ and all them.
Where are they from?
They're from here. They have like a production company and they do like short skits and like movies and things like that.
short films.
Yeah.
There's a lot of production people down
Yeah,
here.
like and then like I
have,
filmed
like,
like behind the scenes and like I get a bunch of like production people like, oh tell them I said hey, and I'm like, you guys are all connected. Like they all know each other.
I
It's
don't know
crazy.
why I didn't do it, but I had a chance like last semester in my film class at Johnson County. My teacher like knew the people that were working on Queer Eye. They were like looking for, what are those called, like grips, which are
Yeah.
people that like run around and get the coffee and like all that type
Oh,
of
really?
shit. But I didn't do it.
Was that filmed out here?
Yeah, it's filmed in Kansas City.
They did like
I don't know why
two
I didn't hop
seasons
onto
here.
that.
Yeah,
Like, I was just like, I don't want to do that because it was like, I was like, this is just an
You should have
advanced
hopped
film
on
class.
that.
I
That's
should have.
crazy.
But
And that's on Netflix, right? Or Hulu or something like that?
Yeah, it's like a big
That
show.
is crazy.
I've never seen it before, but I could have been a grip on it.
So being in school, did you ever want to quit?
Yeah. And I did for a little bit. Like
Oh,
I
you
took
did?
a big
I
break
think
from
that's
school.
like,
Yeah.
that's like where I'm at. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes I want to quit a lot. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not advocating for anybody to
Yeah.
quit school, like push through for sure. But like, if that's what you need to do, you know, for mental or for family or for whatever, what your reason, if it's a good reason, then I'm glad I did. Like,
Did
for
it get
sure.
you a job like right out of college?
I've had a few different kind of jobs here and there. I'm a little older too, so I've had more time to like
What do you
have a
think?
few different
What
jobs.
do you think the biggest thing you've learned with having a degree, or like what do jobs look at now that you have a degree? Is it like easier to get a job?
It is. I'm lucky enough, you know, even before I had, you know, a degree, a piece of paper, I was able to get the jobs that I went for. It really is like, if you meet all the criteria of a job and you're almost going to graduate, or they see that you're on the path or you're working hard, I mean, they might take you on anyway. I mean, it really comes down to, do I see potential in you?
I heard it's just really lenient sometimes depending on what job you're.
It depends, especially in a creative field. I mean, if you can do the job, like
yeah,
you
I'm
guys
sure-
are
I'm sure
obviously
creative
doing.
field, yeah.
I mean, if you have work, you have examples of your work. What are they gonna do? Say no? Like, so I don't know, but definitely get a degree. I mean, it makes
trying
things
to
easier.
Trying to get my foot in like every door when it comes to like Adobe and stuff like that, just to like try to make myself more appeasing on an application or something.
Yeah, there you go.
Put your
Just
foot in them
everything.
What was that?
I said, put your foot in them doors.
I know, that's what I'm trying to do.
I mean, like, I worked at an art museum before I even
The
had my art
Nelson?
history degree. No, this was
Kemper?
in Springfield, Missouri. I lived there for a little bit.
What kind of
I'm sorry.
museums are in
No, that's
Springfield?
cool.
Sorry for you.
They have a very, very, like, reputable collection. Like, you'd be surprised. You think Springfield, Missouri, like, but that, like, if they have nothing else, they have a very good museum. Yeah.
I learned something from art history that I was about to say. At the Nelson, they actually had, like, King Tut. His name's like Tut and Ramen or something like that. Like, his name isn't actually.
It's not King Tut.
Tutankhamun or something.
Like,
yeah.
Something like that. She's the art history major. Anyway, but they had the original, like, here at the Nelson.
Yeah.
Like, in the 40s or something crazy.
He got around.
That's dope.
yeah.
But I don't know why it's so interesting to me. We just learned about Egypt, so I'm like, I'm on my Egypt tip right now.
That's what's up.
So, did you paint? Like, what got you in that? Like,
yeah, I mean, I paint. Illustration is more, what I was doing, high school, middle school.
Yeah.
Always just drawing something, anything. My friends would be like, "Ooh, draw this, draw that." I took art, in college, and then I switched to art history, and I just felt like I could express myself kind of on my downtime. I could do art on my free time.
Yeah.
Art history.
Wait, so is that when you quit? And then
well, yeah, there was kind of a bit of a, I wasn't sure which way to go. Yeah. So I definitely quit. And then, my family, my dad was having some health problems. I wanted to take care of him, make sure I was close to home. And so, I took that risk, I guess, but it paid out in the end. So everything happens for a reason.
I'm so terrified of that. Me, like, leaving and then my parents getting sick or something. And, like,
leaving
we
what?
come back. Like, if I leave, like, the city or something.
That's what you're scared of?
Dude, I'm so terrified of my parents, like, something going on.
You could always fly back.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Be scared to leave.
Like,
but
thinking about losing them, I'm
that's
like,
what
what am I going to do? Like,
Nah.
I don't know, man. My mom did everything.
I can't. That's what you think about?
Yeah.
Dang.
You don't
think
about that ever?
That's kind of how my brother and sister are. They're still back home in Georgia. And so.
No, I'll go anywhere.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, if there's a problem, I'll fly out.
Yeah, that's kind of my mentality. Yeah. So I'm here.
Why are you here? Why not somewhere else?
That's a good question. Oh, I came up here, school, family, stuff like that, just to get, change of scenery.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I like it. I'm adaptable. I'd be cool here. I'd be cool living in, any city really. Atlanta, is my favorite. That's my home state, but I like Kansas City. People have been cool. So.
You said, wait, so you're from Georgia? Did you say that already?
Yeah.
You did? How is Georgia different than here? How is it different for you?
For me, I mean, I lived in a small town though. I didn't live like anywhere cool. I lived in Valdosta.
Was it country or something?
It was country, yeah. It's South Georgia, like right there in the middle. Like you're like 2 hours from Alabama, right there in front of Florida. Yeah, it is. Yeah. I kind of like, you can hear I kind of have like a.
No, I wasn't.
No, it comes out sometimes though. Like I try to not be country with it, but I mean, the biggest, opportunity, of course, like where I was at, there was an opportunity for what I'm doing now. I couldn't see myself doing this, in a small town, but the mentality there too. Small town mentality, small town mind stay small. Dude, yeah.
My grandparents are from Poseyville, Indiana. It's like hella small town in Indiana.
It sounds small.
And like they it's like when you go into a gas station, it's like they've never seen a black person before.
Yeah,
it's just like they're like, what?
There's a lot of that. Crazy. Yeah. Like some little towns, you just know not to stop.
I on my way through
bad.
Alabama to Florida. Like, we stopped at a gas station, and this guy was like, don't stop here in Alabama, don't stop here. Like, it was another black dude just, like, telling me and my dad, don't stop in these places.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've heard some crazy-ass stories about
like, if it's not right off the interstate, don't stop. Yeah.
Yeah, when I was driving to Florida, there was, like, Confederate flags hung at gas stations.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'll skip that one.
And people think Florida, because I lived in Jacksonville for a bit, and why'd you leave Florida? It's like, Florida's not all beaches and like Disney World. It's like
swamp.
Yeah, it's like Arkansas. Like it's Florida real like swampy. Trash. Like
swamp. When you fly to Florida, like it's literally like you just see swamps.
Yeah, I haven't flown there. I've always driven 17 hours.
It's crazy, like hella. Well, it's nice to drive there. Like you see the trees and the nature.
Bro, I get tired. I fell asleep. I mean, I was a kid when we went, but I just went to sleep every time.
Yeah. Have you been out the country before?
Well, I've walked into Mexico before.
You walked into Mexico?
Yeah, like I went to Texas when
This
I was in.
before the wall.
Yeah, right. Like this was. I don't want to
Mexico
tell y'all how old I am, but like I was in middle school, 7th grade, and we went. Like I was born like right above the border. Like that's where my people are from. Like
really?
South Texas, like 15 miles from Mexico. And so we went to visit home, and they're like, "Let's go to Mexico." I'm like, "Okay." So we just walk over.
She crossed the border.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we just walked over. Like it was so simple. Like they didn't.
Damn.
I don't know. We just walked over. It was kind of sad though, because there was like kids, like because it's like the Rio Grande, like right there. So like kids in Mexico on their side, they had these like 20-foot long like bamboo sticks with a like cut milk jug on the end. And like had it up on the bridge, trying to get money.
Oh,
yeah,
money.
like trying to get money. And I was like, these kids are so like
Oh my god.
inventive. Like it was sad. Like
Yeah.
I remember I was 11 years old, but I still felt like I knew this was like terrible.
Problem.
And like my dad, like he's like handing like $20 bills to these little kids. My mom's like, be cool, like be discreet, like don't be flashing, money at these kids. But he like felt really bad. He didn't buy anything. He just.
Yeah, it's kind of a problem
talked to
that
kids and
people
hung out
don't
with
really
kids.
pay
Yeah.
attention to right now, like South and Central America.
Yeah,
are
yeah.
not doing well, like Venezuela especially.
Oh yeah, definitely.
There's a huge problem in Venezuela,
Yeah.
especially with food. Like people are not getting food.
Yeah, there's a
at
food
all.
shortage,
Yeah.
but I can
And,
talk about that.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, like the farmers and stuff. Like instead of the people that live in that country getting, the produce, like it's shipping to us, so
Yeah.
they're not eating.
Yeah.
They're going hungry.
They're not.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's bad. It's all bad.
Did you hear about the thing that was happening in Africa where we were like selling them rice or something, and then like they wouldn't even get the rice. Like the drug lords would get the rice, and then they would like control
So,
a
like, the
community
rich-
because they had the food.
Yeah,
We go to the rich.
a
Right?
lot of that
Goes to-
happens.
no,
That
like,
happens everywhere.
Cartel,
yeah.
like the drug people there. It's not
The rich,
cartel.
the money.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
It's who has the money.
But
That's kinda
But
crazy.
Yeah,
that's
it was
even
easy
how
to
it
walk
is
over.
here. Like, if you have the money, you're in power.
Yeah, money. I would say money equals power.
Yeah.
Sadly.
always.
Well, it's always going to equal power.
How important is money to you?
That's a good question.
I mean,
I like that question.
it's very important. I mean, let's be real. I mean, you have to have money to live. You have to have money to, make your next move or do whatever it is you want to do. It's important to me because I came from a place where we didn't have a lot. I remember my mom like looking through the top of the laundry, like looking for pennies so she could pay the rest of the light bill that month, stuff like that. So money is really important just because I saw how it is when you don't have it, so I got to get mine. Yeah.
Do you think there are pros and cons to that? I mean, that's how I think.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Like, do you think there are pros and cons to that? Like, do you always think about money, and are you always...
No. Like, I'm definitely not like. There's people that say that I could think about it a little more too, really, but I'm not materialistic. But I realize the importance of like financial stability, financial independence, generational wealth.
Oh yeah.
My
That's
parents
what I
didn't have
wanted.
it. I want my kids to have it.
Yeah.
Generational wealth is like, I don't know. That's what everybody should be striving for. Not just yourself, but like your family.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
And yeah.
Yeah,
Generations.
just do better than the generation before. So I want mine to do even better though.
I feel like my dad would be pissed if I did better than him, but like he'd be like,
Oh my
good,
god.
he'd be like, good
That's a
boy.
terrible.
He'd be mad.
No.
Like we joke
If he's
about
your
it.
dad,
I would
like-
always joke about it with him. Like I'd be like,
Yeah.
I'm making more money than you.
Oh really?
I would
Yeah.
do that. Like I don't
That's
know.
funny.
That's what your parents
know,
like
I
deep
just-
down though they want that.
He would. Yeah. He would.
Yeah.
He definitely wants it.
I don't remember ever like wanting to be better than my dad. I don't want
Not
to be
better. Like
No,
just-
no, I know. Like, but it's funny that you say that because like when I was a kid, I'd be like, I'm gonna be just like you, Dad.
Video.
Or just like I never even thought about. It was still recording.
Is it?
Yeah, it's recording like even as we were talking.
Oh, doesn't look like it.
See, 27
Oh,
minutes,
you're right.
22 seconds. Don't.
Oh.
Hands up. All right. What else is on your list?
I put on there. Let's see.
Listen, it doesn't all have to do. With
No,
like,
yeah.
what
I
you
put on
do
there
either.
weight loss because I lost like a lot of weight. I used to be like 300 pounds.
Oh, let's talk about.
No.
Yeah.
No
yeah,
way!
Yeah. I promise you, like.
Nah,
yeah.
you gotta have.
No.
proof of that.
way.
I got pictures. Like.
No.
I don't-
I
way.
try not to
Jesus,
like
bro.
look at
What?
them. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
That's an
Yeah,
applause right there. That's
thank you. Yeah.
crazy.
So
I
like
don't
when I
even
was saying
believe it.
like, you know, I was always like hesitant to do, you know, modeling. That's like the basis.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
wow. I need to see this. That's
Hold on, let me see
crazy.
if I can find one real quick. I don't want to
How long ago was that?
like.
Or how long ago did you start?
I started. It was like a long process, like probably about 7 years total, because it was just kind of back and forth with
That's
it, you know.
insane.
Let me see. Here we go. You can kind of see. So that's like 2009.
No way,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
not you.
That's me. Yeah, that was me.
Wait, so you guys show the camera. If it's,
Oh,
like
what?
this one
Which
right
one?
here. That one's the clear one.
Wait, I kind of have it on my story. I don't know.
That's
You can hold it.
crazy. She has it on her story.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta shout out your app before we leave.
Oh, for sure. Heather Maria, HeathaMaria.
So has that changed your mindset, or
Yeah,
anything
I mean,
how has that affected?
I am just almost like a whole different person. I don't know, like I'm still kind of reserved in some ways, a little bit of introvert, but I mean, 8 years ago, like I wouldn't have even like thought about sitting here talking to anybody. You know what I mean? Like that just wasn't my thing. I was very behind the scenes, you know, happy, like just keep my head down kind of thing, you know. Really within the last year or so is when I've kind of come out of my shell really so much. Yeah.
Did you always know college was what you wanted to do?
No, not really. I knew I had to go just because it's like what you do after high school. But once I was in there, I didn't know what my major was. You know, it just didn't feel right. You know, I quit for a little bit. You know, went back. So it wasn't always like first choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old were you when you got your degree?
28. Yeah, I'm 31 now. So.
I kind of still wanted to talk about the weight loss.
No,
We
yeah.
kinda just skimmed
No,
over
yeah.
it.
I don't mind. We can hop
I
around.
just had that question.
Okay. So, like, what was your regimen, or was there even a regimen? Or did you-
Well, at first it was because I wasn't like I didn't just like you
just
know
be like, oh, I'm gonna just
yeah,
do this
like
now.
I was always kind of thick-ish, you know, high school. But then my dad started having health problems, and I think I just kind of ate my feelings, you know, like food is kind of like a drug, you know. And I had
rewards and
it really does. Like it stimulates the brain, you know, and certain chemicals or whatever, and so it really is like a drug. And I think, you know, I was self-medicating. I was feeling this about my family, you know, my dad and things, and I just had this freedom. Like I just got a car of my own, and so I think I would just go get my drugs. You know, I'd go to the fast food and do this, and so the first thing was I cut out, you know, any kind of window food. You know, that's what I call it. No window food, no soda. And just started
That's
walking.
the hard part for me.
Yeah. Soda, it'll get you. Like,
soda's easy. It's easy to cut. Just
Fast
drink
food
water
is
and you'll
easy
be
for me. Like,
Yeah.
I don't need to eat fast food. It's
Oh,
not good.
Fast food's
Right.
easy for you? I think fast food's the
Fast
hard part.
food's easy for me because like Lily, my girl, will cook for me like every night. So like when I
Yeah,
eat like
yeah.
fast food, I'm like, this isn't even good.
yeah,
That's good.
that's how I am now though. So like I started cooking my own food and like, you know, I always kind of knew how to cook, but like I really got into ingredients and things like that. And now like I don't even like the way that food tastes. Like
Yeah.
I'm
It's
like, I
funny
can make a
said
better
that
burger
now
at home.
'cause I had Taco Bell today.
That's different though.
My
Taco Bell's a little
boss,
different.
my boss was like, because I didn't have any time between my classes to get any food. He was
I
like,
still
have you
eat Taco
eaten
Bell.
once I got to work? And I was like, nah. And he was like, if you go get me Taco Bell, you can get something. So I was like, well, I'm not gonna turn
Yeah,
down
there you
free
go.
food.
Hey,
And some dude at work owes me Popeyes too. I didn't forget about that.
nice.
Okay.
I didn't let him know he watches
Get
this.
the chicken sandwich. Oh, he does? Hey, shout out to you. Get in his Popeyes. So would you run cardio? Did you go to the gym?
Yeah. So I started walking. I'd walk my neighborhood. Then I joined Planet Fitness, and I just started going from there. Just every day I'd show up, and just knew I had to do something. Like I didn't have like a plan. I'd just be like, I just got to do more than I was doing. And so, yeah, just a little bit of cardio and weights, stuff like that.
I just thought of this. She's giving us like so many things to put in the name of this video.
Name?
Like
Oh,
model loses 300 pounds.
Yeah, right. There you go.
Loses.
That's
funny.
the title right there.
That'd be like somebody would click on that.
I would click that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wow.
That's funny. I didn't think about that.
Wow, what else you got?
Yeah, no, I know.
What other secrets you got? Jesus.
I don't know. That's probably the biggest one.
Working out.
Yeah.
Man, it's so hard to stay consistent.
In the gym, bro.
Oh, it is. Yeah. I mean, even like right now, I'm kind of I know I could be doing more. Yeah. But
in school, I feel like it's not even an option. Like if you're taking it's
hard.
Classes and you have to work, like it's not an option.
That's like the last thing you want to do. Yeah. Like after a long day.
Like, I want to go to sleep.
I'm trying to watch TV and sleep. That's where I'm at.
And then the next day I'll get to it, like on my homework and shit.
So, do you think when you see yourself back then, do you think of how do you? I don't even know how to word this. Like, do you envision yourself in that person still, or is it like almost different?
Yeah, I do.
Have a persona,
especially at first. I did have like they call it like body dysmorphia. Like you don't see what you actually look like, and a lot of people that have lost like a lot of weight like that, they have that, or any kind of big physical change or something like that. So at first, like people would tell me, "Oh, you look great," and it was really hard for me to believe it.
Really?
And I always kind of knew like I'm not like ugly or not that it matters. Like people are people, but like I wasn't seeing like they were like and I just wasn't seeing it. It really wasn't until I started modeling that I saw, oh, okay, wow. And like I would even tell the photographer like, oh my God, that's me. And they're like, yeah, girl, that's you. Like
that's me.
Yeah. And so like I kind of quickly realized, okay, like people keep giving me these opportunities. Obviously there's something there, so I need to run with it because like I may not get that chance again.
That's dope. Did you redo the video? Because it's 30 minutes now. Gotcha that time.
We still have it on his phone.
Yeah, you're right. That's crazy to me, man. I need it. It's just insane to me. Like I need to get back in the gym.
Like I just think about Dante and I'm like,
oh my God. Like some people though, they go extra.
It's like
extra
religious for them. Like 2 times a day.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot.
It's weird. Like I'm in nutrition right now.
Okay.
And you know how they have like the body mass index?
Yeah.
They said I was like I'm at the top of a healthy weight, so like it's like I'm almost overweight. I'm like, what? Like how is that even possible?
Well, I heard that BMI is not always like
it's
what
really
do
bad.
What do you weigh now?
Indicator.
168. But like
when we were going to the gym, you weighed like 175. You would have been
like I would have been almost over like.
See, they don't.
It doesn't make any sense.
Because you can't put like muscle density or fat percentage in there. Like,
it really doesn't make any sense. I don't like how they do that.
Yeah, the best one is that thing that or the body pod. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Oh,
it's like this guy at work.
Yeah, you hop in it and it like it's like a little chamber and it measures your body fat and all that.
Oh, that's crazy. You need to do that. What else you got?
I don't know. I'm running out of things to talk about.
You don't have anything else on there?
Let's see. Hold on.
What do you think about the recession that's happening right now? Do you think it's a recession or do you think it's from Corona? Do you know anything about that?
No, well, I heard that Corona, like the beer company, like has lost like 38% of their profits since the virus came.
Well,
yeah, because people are just like stupid. Like, that's it. That's just pure stupidity. Yeah.
But it's in. There's two probable cases in Overland Park. That's scary. He just. I just got
like,
scared.
It is really scary, and like
scared.
any kind of virus, like that's kind of scary too. But like,
let's just say I know for a fact that I'm not. Just say I know for a fact that it's already in Missouri.
Yeah, like it's.
I heard about it today.
I try to like, because I could be like, oh, this is crazy and panic, like a lot of people are, but then we need to consider that like it was like 56,000 people die every year of like the regular flu. Mm-hmm. So like. We should all just be washing our hands anyway. Yeah, like, I don't know.
They're saying this is the next recession. It might be the next recession.
I think it's gonna be like how like okay, so if you have like a population, it's like either it grows, like it continues growing, but sometimes it has to plummet or it like levels off, and like we've just been having this huge rise, and so it either levels off or it declines. So like we're gonna decline. I feel like this is gonna take a lot of us out.
Nah, well,
man,
okay.
That's dark.
I don't know what you said. I feel like
I've been thinking
about
it. I forgot. It's like something we learned in environmental science.
There hasn't been a big war or anything.
It could, but like I don't know the extent of it.
Or maybe this will level us off because we've been on like a steep
level
rise.
us off.
I don't know. Hopefully not me.
No, just like a straight, solid population.
It's like someone making cake, just level it off.
Yep, just level it off. That's what God said or whoever.
Just level them off.
Here's the coronavirus.
Yeah, so like, I do stocks. So, like,
So how's
within,
that? How's
yeah,
the last
within
few
like
days
the
been?
past
Yeah.
I'll say 3 weeks, like I made 1,500. But then once the corona outbreak happened, like hit America, like I lost at least 400 of that, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna take my money
think
out.
that-
Yeah, that's crazy.
You think that's part of it?
It is. It definitely is.
Yeah,
Because
it's like
all
a
their
panic.
businesses are like in China.
Oh yeah, like flights are getting stopped, so that's gotta affect some
flights,
people.
Yeah.
like anything out this country is being stopped, like halted.
Yeah.
Apple, Tesla, everything, and like I don't know, I lost money. I was like, fuck, and I just escaped. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm out of here. I'll wait.
You got once you find what they're like, what the cure for corona is, you got to invest in the company that made that because they're about to
Well,
go.
if they have
they're
a
about
stock,
to blow
I feel
up.
like they wouldn't have a stock for that.
I don't know, something like.
Yeah. Do you like your job?
I do like my job. Yeah, it's very rewarding.
Really?
Yeah, real interesting. There's never like a dull. There's always something going on, like some kind of crazy story or crazy client.
What's the longest case you were on?
I guess for like length of time it lasts.
Yeah, I mean, do you do like big cases, or are you like I don't know? There's different type of courts.
Yeah.
Like, do you deal with like traffic tickets and stuff like that?
Yeah,
or,
we do like
yeah.
traffic and.
I don't know.
municipal
I've been
court,
watching
things
too
like
many
that,
documentaries, so I'm thinking about like Gabriel.
but also like federal
Hernandez
too.
and,
Like
that
yeah, we do a
trial.
little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Any kind of.
Oh, wait, is it Fernandez?
Gabriel Hernandez. Have you heard about that? It's on Netflix. It's a documentary.
The little boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really messed up.
Yeah. I don't want to watch it. I know about it.
Yeah,
but
I
I just
don't
don't
wanna
want to
watch
watch
it
it.
either.
Yeah. It's
It's
I
dark.
couldn't stop watching.
You already know what's gonna
No,
happen.
yeah,
Like, it's
yeah.
already dark. It's
like I could watch the Aaron Hernandez things because like I don't know.
No, it's
They're all
Gabriel
adults that
Fernandez.
That
died.
was a
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
good
It's Fernandez. You were right.
It was Fernandez.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't want to watch something about a kid.
Do you have any crazy stories that you can vocal? Well, I guess you can't do.
I don't know. I don't want to say too much.
Yeah.
I don't want to expose myself
Yeah.
like that.
Damn, you can't talk about that shit.
Only the good things.
You can't talk about the law.
No, I mean I can. I mean, whatever. We're criminal defense, so we take care of everybody.
Okay,
You know, like
instead, I'll tell a crazy story that happened at my job.
there you go.
I had a crackhead swing on me, and I also witnessed a boyfriend and girlfriend get in a fight, and the girlfriend hit the boyfriend's nose so hard that there was a blood trail all the way to the car, and like she broke his nose, and they had to rush to the hospital.
See,
And they were still arguing.
The last time I worked there,
That's
a
what-
crackhead.
That's
was
what happens
trying
at casinos.
Last time I was there, a crackhead came to the door trying to get some bags, and she was like, she gave me her ticket. She was like, "You guys got any dress or any sweatpants or something like that?" I was like,
Wait,
"What the fuck?"
What? You're that
That's
close.
literally what
Yeah.
she said to me. She was like, "Where's the lost and found?" I was like, "You gotta go talk to the front desk." And she was like, "I'm not gonna go up there and talk to them." I was like, "What the fuck is
That's
happening?"
crazy. Man,
It was
she
so
needed to
weird.
close ASAP.
Yeah, we probably see the craziest stuff at her job. Like,
I was there when that lady swung on you.
oh my god! Like she did like a roundhouse swing on me. It was crazy, and it was because I didn't have a lighter.
Oh wow.
She was like, "You got a light?" Yeah, and I was like, "No." And she's like, "I could tell you don't. I see your teeth." And then like I turned around, I was like, "Okay." And then
You got really nice
I just
teeth
get hit.
there.
I just get hit like
Bro,
this.
remember
She hits
that-
my chin. I'm like, oh.
We've had another one. Remember that lady that was at
Stock Hill.
yeah.
What'd she do?
She was like trying to get our phones to call people. She gave me $5. She was like, here, you want this? This is $5. Like I didn't know what
It was
would
a
happen.
homeless woman too. So.
And then Michael was like, I'm gonna go try to get $5 from her.
Oh yeah, and I tried to get $5 from her.
And she was like, I don't know. What did she do to you?
She did something really weird. I don't remember.
And then he gave her my name. And then she came up to me and was saying my name. And I'm like, I don't know who that
Don't
is.
be giving out
I
info.
was
she
like,
was
That's
Yeah.
messed up. Yeah, I've had some crazy. I used to work at Best Buy. We had some crazy customers.
At Best Buy?
Yeah, back home in Georgia. I had a lady like throw her phone at me. Like,
Oh my god.
yeah, I had another guy spit toward me. Like, and then
Jesus.
yeah, it was. People get
Shit
upset
gets
about like
crazy at
returns and
Best Buy.
stuff like that. Yeah,
Best
yeah.
Buy is wild.
Well, I worked in the phone. Like, I was the manager of the phone department.
Okay.
Like, so people
Yeah.
get crazy about their phones, or like we couldn't like transfer their stuff over. They like, I don't know. They get violent. Mm.
Yeah.
I'm a babies on that phone.
Yeah, like for real. Like people get real mad about their phone. Like, I mean, just like I guess we would, but
yeah. So
that's crazy.
I don't know if I'm spitting on anybody.
No, I don't feel it.
What else you got coming up? Anything?
Coming up, yeah, I've got some shoots coming up. A couple more acting opportunities. Yeah.
You gotta be more excited than that.
No, I don't know. I'm trying to be like humble about it. Yeah. No, I mean, I'm really excited. Like,
There we go.
I'm trying to be like humble, you know, but like I was like screaming in my car. Like today, I got an email. And I was
really?
like, "That's that email," you know.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. It's all kind of just happening. All
so
of
do
a
you
sudden,
do it all on your own, or
yeah? Well, I have help. You know, I do work at a law office, so I get them to help out with, you know, contracts and things. But
do you think you'd be on a podcast today?
No, I didn't. This is like real spontaneous.
Really
yeah. I love it though. I could do this.
good for us too.
Yeah, content.
We got another content.
There you go.
More content.
No, this has been really cool though. I haven't done a podcast yet, so this is my first.
It's perfect. I think we can end it.
Yeah, this is a good note to end on.
For sure.
We had Heather in, me and Michael.
You gotta be more excited.
Couped Up Podcast, we out!